Welcome to this playthrough of SimTower. We are going to run the program on a virtual machine for Windows 98 that's running in regular old Windows 7 right now. So we'll just go ahead and launch the program. Wonderful startup music. Alright, so we want to start a new tower today. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then it automatically jumps to fast mode, which is kind of annoying. Which we don't want, because now we're already on the first weekend. So we're going to start that again. And full screen this as well. Okay, so over here, you can see we've got our map screen. We can drag this blue box around to show us essentially our entire plot of land, as well as the sky above. And here we have our little tool menu. So that's what we're going to use to add various things to our tower. And of course we need to start with a lobby, but for now I'm just going to X this out because we don't need it for now. And I'm going to start kind of closest over to the edge there. And I'm going to start with a lobby. Now if you hold control when you put your lobby, it'll give you a 2-floor lobby. And if you hold control and shift, it'll give you a 3-floor lobby. But I'm kind of old school, so I just want a regular old 1-floor lobby. So I'll just start with that. So we just drag that across the ground like that, and you can see you've got some furniture in there, like a typical hotel lobby. Let's make that a little longer for fun. There's also a dirty cheater trick too if you wanted to go to the bottom left corner down here, and if you try to build a lobby down there, apparently you get an additional chunk of change, but we're going to try to play this the legitimate way today, and I can't quite see where my mouse has gone, but it's over there. Okay. Alright, so now that we've got a lobby, the first thing that we should do is probably add some stuff. So over here in our tool menu we have elevators here, we've got condos, also fast food joints, we have offices, and up here you have stuff that allows you to view each area of your hotel. For example, here we're just in the lobby, so it gives you a pretty big overall summary for the moment, but you'll see when we add other stuff you can use it to get more information about each individual suite or room or office or condo or whatever. And then you can also add in you can destroy stuff that you've built using the bulldozer, of course, and then the hand is just to allow you to grab onto things like elevators, for example, to extend them later on. So for the time being, I'd like to add some offices just to start here. So we'll start right over the lobby and do some of that. And we should also add some stairs, because without stairs, no one's going to actually go to our offices. You have to give them a way to actually get there. So you can see now we've got a population of 18. So that's indicated up here in this bar, and we're currently at a 1-star hotel. This is how much money we have, by the way. We've got $1 million to start. So for now, I'm just going to add some more offices here. And we'll hope that people will take them over. And then I'm just going to extend the lobby a little bit so that I can fit one more office there. It's a little bit too long, but for now, that'll be just fine. Okay, very good. And we're going to add a second set of stairs over here for fun. And office workers also really enjoy restaurants. They like to go to a restaurant inside the building. So I tried to place stairs where I have nothing built, which is the issue. But I'm going to build a couple of restaurants down here for them, and then also add in a set of steps that goes into the basement. So hopefully tomorrow, after the sun rises here, we'll see a little bit more activity there happening in the building. So it's a lot of waiting. Sometimes you can see right now it's 4 p.m. People have gone home for the day. Or it was not even 4, it was like 8, sorry. My clock brain doesn't work very well. But yeah, so they're going to go home for the day. So in the meantime, like there's also this thing up here called fast mode, so which you saw at the very beginning here. If you click on fast mode, it just zips through the evening for you and brings you out. So you can see now, if we come back over here, all of our offices have been occupied, which is wonderful. And we have people using our stairs, which is great. And which is also excellent. We've got people in our restaurants as well. So here we have very few customers. It's likely because we still only have very few offices, right? So we have to increase our population a little bit in order to facilitate more visitors and to get that rating of that restaurant up. Another thing that I like to do when I play this game is just to randomly name people things, just so that you can track them down. It's kind of fun when you have a really big tower and then you can see like the one blue person amongst all of the black or even the red or pink angry people. So we'll just name this person Amy. Apparently I can't type today. So Amy likes to go to the Japanese soba restaurant. And then we'll also name this guy too for fun. We can name him something like Mitchell. I have no idea where these names come from, but we'll just do that for fun. So now we can kind of track those two people. It's really lovely. So in the meantime, we've got $1 million hanging around. So what we could do is add some more offices here. And we can't add stairs until we add offices. So we'll do this. And then throw in another set of steps, and those are immediately filled, which is great news. And we might expand to the right later, of course. We'll start small and see how it goes. So you can see as we add people, our population is slowly climbing. We're already up over 100, which is awesome. And what we should also do too is if you don't finish off the ends of floors, eventually, like we'll expand this so we won't, but if this is as wide as my building was going to be, I would add a little bit of extra building with this floor tool, which would allow for me to build on top of it, right? So if I have something that's a little bit longer, I can't really build on top. So in the meantime, we can maybe add another restaurant here, another restaurant or two, simply because we've got the money for it at the moment. So why not? And then we'll add another set of steps to the basement and also up to, oops, to this floor as well. Cool. So we have 128 people in our tower so far. People seem pretty happy. What you can do too is you can check the rating of each room. So the evaluation here is yellow, blue being the best, yellow being kind of meh, and then red being, oh my god, we're getting out of here, we hate working here, type of thing. So as things go on, you'll see more and more people becoming more and more unhappy with the rent and stuff like that. So you're often having to change the rent, dropping it down so that people are inclined to stay in your tower. So also too, in this box, you can sometimes see people's complaints, like when you have an elevator and it's too far away, people will complain and say, oh, we should have an elevator closer, or something like that. So essentially you can take a look around, like this one for example, people are quite happy being in this office. So it's good just to check in once in a while, and that's about it for now. We can also add in some more floors and things like that, more offices as time goes on. If you start this game for the first time, another really good way to make money in the beginning is to add condos, because condos will essentially sell to somebody. So it's not like an office where you're just collecting rent once a week, but with a condo you actually get, I think it's $150,000 if somebody rents it, something like that. So it's a quick way to get a lot of money in the beginning. But the problem with condos is that I think you can only have a certain, you can only add to your population so much using them, and then after that it caps. The number's quite big, it's like 10,000 people. But eventually you'll have to micromanage a little bit and go in and change rent, and it gets to be a bit tedious later on when you've got so much stuff going on. So we can check on our other restaurants too. Right now it's the nighttime, so we're not going to see very much going on. Very few customers. Negative 3,000. That's okay. We're just at the very beginning stages here, so we can't expect to have a hustling and bustling tower just yet. So we can actually just skip over to fast mode for like a second, because that'll bring us into the next day. And we're on the weekend now, actually. So for the time being, we're not going to see any office workers today. And because we only have offices, we can actually just build some more maybe in the meantime. See how many we can get in here. And hopefully they'll all sell, or sorry, be rented by Monday. And I'm wasting money here. I put it over too far. I like to use every single little bit of space in this game, which is not the easiest, but waste money just demolishing things pretty often. But yeah, so we added a couple of things, so we'll just go into fast mode here. We'll fast forward through our weekend simply because it's not really going to render too much for us. And now we're back to Monday. So yeah, all of our offices are heavily occupied, which is great. We're at 200 people. I think we need 300 to get our first increase in our star rating. So that's about it for now. That's all we can really do for the moment. I suppose what we could do too maybe is just increase our lobby size just a smidge to accommodate one more office on each floor on the There we go. So we get 6 people every time we add an office, which is substantial when you're working up to a small number like 300 people. And so we can also check on our transportation, right? Now on board there's one person, contrary to like all the people that you see on the steps, but yeah, giving them some transportation between levels is super important to do. So we're doing quite well. We of course need more money, so we can just wait a little bit longer. Maybe we'll do another floor or two of offices, and then we'll maybe build some condos in. It's a slow start. A lot of people like to start with condos. I'm just going to pass through here. Let it run for a few days. There we go. We have our 2-star rating, and that happened because we're up over 300 now. So magically, even just for a sliver of time, we're at 300. It might go back down after, but we got a 2-star rating. Awesome. Okay, so let's come out of fast mode. So what that means now is we've essentially got over 300 people in our place. Our restaurants still aren't doing very good, but they're doing a little bit better. More people there. But now what happens is we get more stuff. So see, for example, here I have